for children. The Selfish Giant was part of his collection, The Happy Prince and Other Tales, published in 1888. So, this is a little about the author, Oscar Wilde. Now, we have a little introduction to the story. The Selfish Giant is a short story about a giant who lives alone in his castle, which has a beautiful garden. Now, your giant is someone who is very huge in size, and in Hindi, generally they are referred to as Rakshas, something like that. And here he is not only a giant, but he is also very selfish. That is what the chapter is all about now. Please remember that the spelling of giant is Giant. Ant is towards the end and Gi is first, because generally what happens, many children write giant, Gaint. So ant, that is towards the end, and Gi comes first. So he lived alone in his castle, which has a beautiful garden. He is selfish and dislikes children. But when Spring refuses to visit his garden, he learns to appreciate children and grows to love them immensely. So, because now it's a hint given here that he was a very selfish person, a very unkind and not a very good hearted person, because he was the one who dislikes children. So obviously you can understand his nature and character. So when Spring refused to enter his beautiful garden, then he learnt a lesson and he started loving children. And this is a little hint about the story. Let's read and start off. Every afternoon, as they were coming from school, the children used to go and play in the giant's garden. It was a large, lovely garden with soft green grass. Here and there, over the grass, stood beautiful flowers like stars, and there were 12 peach trees that in the springtime broke out into delicate blossoms of pink and pearl, and in the autumn bore rich fruit. The birds sat on the trees and sang so sweetly that the children used to stop their games to listen to them. How happy we are here, they cried to each other. So, this paragraph describes the beauty of the giant's garden, which had it was a large, lovely garden with soft green grass, and flowers were there. Those were very beautiful, like stars, and there were 12 peach trees. And in the springtime, they broke out into delicate blossoms of pink and pearl. That means the color of the flowers. And in the autumn, bore rich fruit, peach fruits. The birds sat on the trees and sang so sweetly that the children used to stop their games and listen to them. So they realized that they were very happy here whenever they are here. One day, the giant came back to his castle. He had been to visit his friend the Cornish ogre and had stayed with him for 7 years. A Cornish ogre in folklore or folk tales is a giant belonging to the Cornwall, a country in England. So he had gone to visit his friend and had stayed with him for 7 years. When he arrived, he saw the children playing in the garden. "What are you doing here?" he cried in a very gruff voice. Gruff is a sort of a rough voice, and the children ran away. So he was not living here, the giant. So that is why the children used to play coming back from school, and they used to enjoy. And here comes back the giant after 7 years, meeting his friend Cornish ogre. And the moment he saw that the children were playing in his garden, he shouted, almost cried at them with a rough voice. "My own garden is my own garden," said the giant. "I will allow nobody to play in it but myself." So he built a high wall all round it and put up a notice board. So he was so cunning and so, he had not a big heart at all, that he said, "This is my own garden and only it's mine. So nobody can play here. I will allow no one to play here, only me. It's my garden, so it will be only me." So he built a high wall and all round the garden, and he put up a notice board also. Trespassers will be prosecuted. Trespassers, students, mean that suppose whoever passes by, whoever, maybe the children also, so if it is his property and if anyone who tries to enter, it can be anyone, will be prosecuted, that is punished. So this was the notice board which said trespassers will be prosecuted. He was a very selfish giant. The poor children now had nowhere to play. They tried to play on the road, but the road was very dusty and full of hard stones, and they did not like it. They used to wander round the high. So, okay, on this page, there are two meanings: blossoms, a flower or a mass of flowers, especially on a tree or bush. And as I said, Cornish ogre in folklore, a giant belonging to Cornwall, a country in England. So they used to move around the high wall when their lessons were over and talk about the beautiful garden inside. How happy we were there, they said to each other. So now the children were very unhappy and they used to just come and just see the wall, the high wall which the giant had built, and they could not enter, and they tried to play on the road, but the road was dusty and full of hard stones. So the children did not like there, and they used to remember the beautiful garden inside, and they used to walk around the high wall and discuss how happy we were there. Then the spring came, and all over the country there were little blossoms and little birds. Only in the garden of the selfish giant it was still winter. The birds did not care to sing in it as there were no children, and the trees forgot to blossom. So, when now it was springtime, so all over the country there were blossoms and the little birds singing, but only in the garden of the selfish giant it was still winter, and the birds did not sing because the children were not there. Then the trees also did not blossom. Once a beautiful flower put its head out from the grass, but when it saw the notice board, it was so sorry for the children that it slipped back into the ground again and went off to sleep. The only people who were pleased were the snow and the frost. Spring has forgotten this garden, they cried, so we will live here all the year round. So, as it's described here that it was still winter going on, spring had not entered yet, only here, and the trees did not blossom, the birds did not sing. So one day one flower tried to come out, and then when the flower saw the notice board, then it felt sorry for the children, and he said, no, this is not the correct place to come out and blossom. So it also went inside, and the only thing that was happy and pleased the people were snow and the frost. They said, okay, spring has forgotten here, so we are going to live here all the year round. The snow covered up the grass with her great white cloak, and the frost painted all the trees silver. Then they invited the north wind to stay with them, and he came. So here the snow covered up the grass with her great white cloak, that is a long loose outer garment. Here it is used as a metaphor to compare that it had covered the entire grass and the entire garden with a white cloak, that is a sort of a loose garment, and the frost painted all over the trees silver. Then they invited the north wind to stay with them, and he came. He was wrapped in furs, and he roared all day about the garden and blew the chimney pots down. This is a delightful spot, he said. We must ask the hail to visit us. Hail is small hard pellets of ice that fall from the sky like rain. We all know that. What is hail? So they were enjoying a lot, the winter people, and they said, okay, first the north wind, now let us invite hail also. So to visit us, and that will be very nice here. For us, it's very nice. So the hail came. Every day for 3 hours he rattled on the roof of the castle till he broke most of the slates, and then he ran round and round the garden as fast as he could go. He was dressed in grey, and his breath was like ice. So this was the scene in the selfish giant's garden, where the snow and the frost, and then the north wind, and finally the hail also came in, and it was rattling the roofs, breaking the slates of the roof, and round in the garden they used to stay. And he was dressed in grey and his breath was like ice. So everywhere it was chilling, cold winter in his garden. I cannot understand why the spring is so late in coming, said the selfish giant, as he sat at the window and looked out at his cold, white garden. I hope there will be a change in the weather. So the selfish giant thought that I don't know why spring is so late this time, and he was just looking out of the window and looking at his cold white garden all full with snow and hail and frost. So he did not like that, and everybody likes that spring season. So he wondered why this was not happening to his garden, the spring, and he said, and he hoped that there will be a change in the weather. So he had had enough of the winters, so he was even waiting for the weather to change. For today we'll have this much only, and we'll continue with this chapter in the next lesson too. Thank you so much for today.